Hello on this extra special spooky edition of Monster Train. I am your host, Abe Clancy. Why am I talking in this voice today? Well, because I don't really do a good skeleton. I can do like a fake Skeletor. Yeah, it's Monster Train. But really it's late at night. I have all the lights off. I have my computer's night light enabled, so it's kind of dark. And I'm just here to play a little bit of Monster Train. This is our final, not run period, but our final run of getting all of the different clan combination victories. Although I do find it a little interesting that it doesn't track the allied clan pick of primary or exile, just your champion pick, but I guess that makes sense. It tracks your champion victories, your champion combination victories. We need to do a Hellhorned melting run with the primary Hellhorned champion. I have primitive molds instead of dregs because I think those are going to be better for us. Let's begin. Although, if I had to pick a replacement, what would I pick? I'd pick Dante. I would now that I think about it, yeah, I would absolutely pick a Dante. He would come out with multi-strike 6 from the very beginning of the game and he can get upgraded while our champion cannot be. So that's the easy game victory. We're not gonna go easy game victory. We're gonna go, much harder game victory. Or if I really wanted to, I guess I could replace the champion and get like Wildenton or something. Pyre Chomper, molded, hidden passage. We have too many molds in the deck, but it's not a bad thing. Buff debuff Seraph means that Rage is gonna suck a little bit. We get Rage Talos, which is armor on Slay, kind of annoying. And then Fell is Scourge. At least the Fell Relentless part of the fight's not gonna be that damaging. You really just gotta be careful about Rage. But your deck is gonna suck unless you can kill the bottom floor immediately. So we need to focus on bottom floor killing. We could technically do Rage if we can stack it up enough, but we need a big tank to live a little bit longer than you would normally expect. And then Talos is just whatever Talos is. Talos is what Talos does. We're gonna hope that we can get there and actually, survive. Two very good relics. Flicker's Liquor is a 10 out of 10. If you get enough imps in your deck, dregs would be a little bit better for this, admittedly. But if you can get enough units in your deck, especially the cheap ones, you can reform them, constantly play expensive spells, but just a free stack of multi-strike is really good. I'm thinking about this like, if we get the Rage unit and we can give him innate multi-strike, that's a lot of damage. If we get Demon Fiend, Alpha Fiend, that's additional multi-strike. The question really is, who the hell is gonna be the tank in this archetype? We tried this last time and we died because we tried to reform too much. So we can't just reform our units constantly. Otherwise, we reach a limit of what we can do with the harvest enemies, especially on the divinity fight. I really like Flicker's Liquor. I like being able to take expensive spells, but we have a Pyre Chomper and we can mold it into something else potentially. We have Ascends. Give me the demon units, get multi-strike. We can build a big floor with those Ascends. That's what I've decided to take. Now, I actually really like Advanced Prototype. We can actually, again, stack up big floors with our Ascend, and we can actually stack up our champion behind a couple of tanks, especially early in the game, which is going to help us substantially over the course of the game. Yeah, spells being better is fine, but Advanced Prototype gets you through the early game much more easily than anything else. We'll go multi-strike. It is still, I think, what we want to build around. And I think we will put armor on enemies. These enemies are going to have 1 to 2 archers in the waves. We're gonna just plan to put out as many train stewards as we can to chop them down. So them having armor 10 doesn't really change things too much. These units exploding is a little annoying, but we'll try to work around them. So I think we will just try to chop them down basically as quickly as we can. There's no reason to delay on this, I think. Because we've got a lot of train stewards to play, let's say. I kind of hate this. I hate that we will be drawing potentially multiple train stewards on the next turn without really doing anything about it. Trying to think of what the best idea is here. Like, I could ascend a train steward to start chopping down this unit. They'll have 23 HP next turn, or I can ascend you. You'll hit the pyre for 5, but then I'm much more likely to kill you with 33 instead of 43 HP. I think we'll actually just do that. Not ideal, but you know, if the pyre takes a little bit of damage, I'm relatively okay with that. So we'll get a imp. I guess we're gonna do what damage we can to you. 26. You might, you're gonna heal him. I actually think just ascending that train steward does a pretty good job of helping to chop down these enemies. As soon as we get the train stewards out, we can start reforming them. It just takes a little while. So, you're gonna live, Pyre Chomper, but there's nothing else we can really do about that, so go ahead and live. Everything up here is now dying, which is beautiful, so we can focus our train stewards at the bottom. Since none of our train stewards have actually died, I don't see a reason not to just put down another one. We're doing 135 damage. This boss will die. We took 7 damage. I'm not worried about that at all. Thank you for the Ember Drain, at least. I mean, we need everything in this deck right now, but we'll try. Targeted unit damage is pretty good. A Fortify. Armor 5 just is not good enough. We need more. So I think we'll take Hornbreak. We already have too much molding. I'll admit that a heal is interesting, but if we have this much molding already, healing is not going to be a problem, and burnout's not going to be a big problem. So I think we skip this one too. This is where it gets truly interesting, because Alpha Fiend is a very good take here. Branded Warrior. Slay Rage? Dude, give me the Alpha Fiend. Alpha Fiend has another benefit, which is it's not gonna get destroyed by Seraph. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but it's a pretty good unit. I'm happy to have it. I don't really like going for another Hellhorn unit, but if we get multi-strike or quick on the Alpha Fiend, we'd be extremely happy. So we're gonna look for those. We didn't get it, we got Endless instead. There's a lot of money here though, so we can certainly pick up the cash and then re-roll. Is there any Hellhorn Endless unit that we would want? Yeah, we had pretty good luck previously making one of the armor tanks Endless, because then if they died, it didn't matter, they could come back. But most of the Hellhorn units don't really benefit from being Endless. And on top of that, we have Reform. If anyone actually dies, we can just bring them back to function as other tanks. So I actually feel like this is a very interesting situation. We could re-roll and see what we get, but 25 health and 10 attack might... I don't know if we would actually want it on a Hellhorn unit. Well, let's see what we get, you know? Let's see what we get. We got a Demon Fiend. I think we're gonna take it, and I think we're gonna just put the Demon Fiend in the Alpha Fiend. It's a common thing, but I think that's what we want because we can build up big floors. We have sense. So we're gonna re-roll and we're gonna look for something else. I don't really want to put 10 attack or 25 health on anyone. Although I will admit that spending a little bit of cash to make a good train steward, there's nothing wrong with that. We get a large stone. Get a large stone, huh? I mean, we This is when you look, right? Merchant of Magic, Hellhorn, Divine Temple, Merchant of Steel again. Hellvent, Divine Temple. Are we just gonna go largest units of all time, put the Demon Fiend in the Alpha Fiend, and still just roll it as one super unit? We could. The thing is, we don't need it to be large stone though, because if it dies, it doesn't matter. We could just reform it. It'll have burnout, so maybe we don't want it to die. But units are gonna die eventually. Do we really want an Alpha Fiend to be this large? I think we can do it because of the fact that we have Ascends. It's just not really what we're looking for. But like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, quick or multi-strike would have been so much better, but I'm gonna give you a large stone, and I'll give a Train Steward burnout so that it actually dies and gets reformable. Like, we can absolutely handle the trials. There's zero question about that. And like, this is kind of what I was thinking, that we could Train Steward and then ascend behind the Train Steward, but if we do that, the Train Steward's just gonna burn out anyways. So what we're actually gonna do is Alpha Fiend. I really want the Train Steward to get out. You're gonna add garbage to my deck, but it's not gonna be that bad of garbage. So I'm gonna play you there so you burn out, and you there so you can get the kill next turn. We reform a unit immediately. It's a unit that we wanted, a good Train Steward. Getting both the kills there. I can kill you. You're making it up. There's nothing we can do about that, but you're gonna die pretty quickly afterwards. And the Demon Fiend, the Alpha Demon Fiend, whatever his name is, he is going to wreck whatever the boss is. There's no question about it. There's also nothing really to do here, so I'm just gonna end my turn. By the way, you're dead. Who could have seen that coming? Wait, it was me. He's getting quite strong. That innate multi-strike helps a lot, but we still want him to have quick ideally, or another stack of multi-strike. I would take either one really. A Hidden Passage is very tempting, but we have two. Let's not add too much. Plus 10 attack and burnout 2. Extinguish Stealth. It's very tempting. Like, this keeps your units alive and gives them a lot of burnout. This makes them do more damage and gives them a lot of burnout. This keeps them alive because they don't even get hit. Molten Encasement is fantastic, but are we really gonna build one super stealth floor? We can reform it constantly. So right now it would be playable, but if we put the Demon Fiend in the Alpha Fiend and then dupe it, we're gonna have too much capacity problems. It might be better to have a Wicklash or a Purifying Cleanse. The Molten Encasement I think is better, but we're not gonna be able to stack up the stealth on the boss as much as we would like. So maybe we'll go for a maybe we'll go for a Wicklash. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got some good stuff here. Legion of Wax, huh? What happens if you put the Alpha Fiend inside of the Legion of Wax? Strike plus 5 damage? Oh, baby. You know, it's also tempting to put the Legion inside of the Alpha Fiend. That way, every time something attacked the Alpha Fiend, it would get a body blocker. But like, a Legion starting out with scaling damage is pretty good. You know what I don't like about this though? The demons have multi-strike. The demons, not the Legion. I want to lean into the fact that we have 2 attacks on this Alpha Fiend and we can give him 3, or we can give him quick. I think that a Legion is totally fine, and we can just park it on a floor and then let it kind of do its thing. Especially for Relentless, especially for tanking as well. But I still like the idea of a Demon Fiend inside of the Alpha Fiend. Yes, duplicating the Alpha Fiend and then merging him with himself is good, but you don't get the stats immediately. You have to actually strike to get the plus 30. Although that's only 3 turns, so admittedly, you lose a lot of health, but you gain a lot of future damage by duping the Alpha Fiend and merging him with himself. He already has a lot of health. That could work. That could work. Quick. Or multi-strike. Dude, I'm looking... We haven't won with Consumer either. I'm looking at the Legion and I'm like, I don't know if I want him. He's such a good unit though. What do we got coming up? A Merchant of Steel? Dude, I really want to lean into the multi-strike and the Gerd's Gog. That's a tough skip. It really is. We got another large stone! This isn't what I wanted! It makes him huge though. He's insanely large. Okay, if we get the opportunity to dupe, what would we dupe? 5 times. We're gonna dupe an Alpha Fiend 5 times, or we're gonna make him large and then dupe him 5 times? I don't know, okay? I don't know what we're gonna do. I can't really make him any larger and then meld him. He's gonna be too large to fit on the damn train. I love the raw stats. You know what? No. Melding an Alpha Fiend and an Alpha Fiend takes 6 turns to build up the same damage as this Demon Fiend would give him, because you're not giving him 2 additional strikes. He only has the 1 strike trigger. Okay. I'm doing this first because if we get the duplication option, I'll still dupe him. Oh my god. Yes, we're gonna dupe him. All right, our deck is now 100% Alpha Fiends. Oh no. Well, do we make one of them 6? Why not? We've got 5 more to go, baby. We're gonna need this Ascend on holdover very quickly. But, I mean, can I just say, this is a very good build. If we can get the units out, they're insane. They're absurdly powerful. Like, who cares if you put an Alpha Fiend out there and it dies? It just doesn't matter. Literally nothing can fit on this floor, so I'll put down the champion. You literally can't fit on the damn train. But, you know, why not just make a super floor? That train steward and our champion can tank for the Demon Fiend for quite some time. By the way, we should really do it like this. I know this is weird, but we can ascend you and then play another Alpha. Now, I would actually like to have another Ascend in the deck, probably. You moved up to the top floor, guess what? Have an Alpha Fiend. I can't, I don't think I can play any more units. I'm united out at this point. All right, this might not be the strangest run I've ever had, but it's certainly up there at this point. I mean, we're not even doing any damage. Why? What? Oh, you attack. You have rage. You're killing me. All right, well I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. By the way, you're dead. Our champion is even living, which is just hilarious. So we need Spell Chain, we need Holdover. Play Endless, Transcendent. I mean, this doesn't feel like a Transcendent build, does it? We don't summon. Or rather, we don't have summon effects. I summon, and what I summon is Alpha Fiends. And if they die, they can go back and just be on their own floor for a while. They don't need to come back at full health. You know what? I'm gonna say no to these units. Tell you what, we're gonna go capacity because one of our demon fiends, well, it's either capacity or energy, so you can play 2 of them. Give me the capacity. We'll go energy later. And I tell you what, we probably don't need to duplicate anything, so I'm gonna go card removal and an artifact. Units get +2 on slay or 7 energy on the first turn. You know, that is tempting to play more things, but just give me the friendly units get +2 on slay. We're gonna try to make these fiends playable for sure. Gonna tell you what, probably don't need this many torches in the deck. The train stewards, if we have a floor for them, they're not bad. Tell you what, we're not gonna take these. No spell chain, which is what I would have loved to have seen. I'm gonna say no on those. I don't even think we need our champion at all, but since he's a multi-striker, we'll give him the big multi-strike buffs in case we need him. We're certainly gonna go for a Merchant of Magic next, so no reason to do anything here. I don't think we are in auto-win scenario because we do need more. We need quite a bit more. But we're certainly getting somewhere, aren't we? Oh God. I'm gonna play you, I'm gonna play you. Honestly, if the champ dies, you know, he's reformed target umero numero. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna wait on like some sort of an ascend or an energy imp that can now, you know, be played. By the way, there's no capacity, so let me end my turn. This is gonna be a lot of just automatic end turning happening here, I think. So why don't you give me energy? And, yeah, I think I'm just gonna ascend you. I'm gonna draw a torch. If we draw a torch, I'd like to wipe you. +10 and burnout 2. I really don't think we need the Wicklash anymore. By the way, bye-bye. So we can wipe you. We can also mold back the Train Steward or just play some Train Stewards. Or we could ascend an Alpha Fiend behind an Alpha Fiend. And then we've got 2 sick Alpha Fiends on the same floor, which seems pretty good. And by the way, what we could also do, if we really wanted to, I don't know if we want to or not, is summon another Train Steward. La-da. I can kill you. Imagine that. You're gonna add, actually you're not gonna add garbage to my deck because I'm gonna burn out, but I am gonna do some damage. We're just waiting for this boss to hit the top floor at this point. I can't even play a unit. I'm so upset. 76 damage. You know what? This has to give us more damage. 136 is pretty good. I can ascend you out of the way. We are burning out. I mean, if we're burning out, why not just summon the Pyre Chomper to just do more damage? There you go. All right, you're getting hit for 400 damage. I don't know. You know what we need? We just need the relic that summons 4 random units on the middle floor. Get that and then we're sorted. I do like a branding right just for a little bit of armor gain. It's really tough to add anything to this deck, but we have to add stuff. And you know what? I think a stealth card can work as well to keep our units alive. We do kind of want to build into that if we can get there. Holdover on Ascend is what we're looking for. And I gotta admit, another option is to put Spell Chain on the other one so we can Ascend twice. In fact, what we could do is spell chain one of them and hold over the engulfed in smoke. That way we can smoke every turn. Smoke, 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 smoke. What's more important? Honestly, the holdover is probably more important on the hidden passage. Magic power consume. Why not? Permafrost. It's hard to get the energy to play this, but what about a permafrosted spell-chained hidden passage? This way, if we don't play it, we can hold it and we can play it for a cost, but we still get it. Well, who cares? We're gonna have this one on holdover. What about a spell chain engulfed in smoke? Holdover on that is also still good, is the thing. Let's make the other hidden passage free. And then let's take a look at the concealed caverns. Monster spike, rails, or a spell spike. I mean, purging a train steward doesn't matter at this point, so I'm okay making one good train steward and then getting it out of the deck. That way, if we do get the relic that just summons on its own, we can just summon only the Alpha Fiends eventually. We gotta remove a lot of cards to get to that point, but still doesn't tell me what we're gonna do with Spell Chain. It's pretty good, actually, just because you can get multiple ascends, you can manipulate the enemies, but I just don't see it. I do see it on Engulfed in Smoke, but it's too expensive. We would have to get -2 energy for that to be worth it. There are 2 more temples coming up. It's either Spell Chain plus 30 magic power or -2. So we would be looking for -2 so we could get Stealth 4 by playing this twice. Otherwise, it's gonna be way too expensive. But let's do something with our packed shards right now. We'll permafrost the free hidden passage, just in case we draw it early, and then I'll just consume a torch. I could pay to remove, but I don't think we need to. We got a 30 card deck right now. Yeah, why not? The units are amazing, 10 out of 10. The spells, they're getting there. Okay, we got the holdover ascend on turn 1. That's beautiful. Like literally exactly what we would have wanted. So, what do? We're going to make a mega floor on floor 2, I think. That way we can ascend upwards. It'll be you. We're not gonna play one of the Alpha Fiends, unfortunately, but it's gonna be you. I should have played the champion and then ascended him up to the top floor so he could kill the collector, but we can kill the collector next turn. We're gonna do it like this. Why? Kill you, first of all. But then we can mold something if we need to mold something, you know? So what do we play here? Well, the secret is we don't actually have to ascend. We could play the Alpha Fiend, ascend you into the pyre, or play the Alpha Fiend, play a mold, and play it up here. The unit, rather. Or we could play the Alpha Fiend here, mold down here, and then ascend to the top floor, you know? We'll have a little bit less energy next turn, but we're not spending energy on anything else. So, it's an interesting one. I guess we'll play here. And we'll just start ascending a mega floor. And you can go there and just do some damage. Yeah, I mean, I like that you're attacking. You're attacking. You know what? Technically, this is a little bit better because then you get another attack in, I guess. Just trying to figure out what I need to do. I think the thing is I don't need to do anything. I think the run just kind of plays itself at this point. We just play our units and ascend them to the same floor as each other. And if we do that, we're not gonna be wanting for anything. So get ascended. You know, why don't you take some armor? I don't know why I feel like I have extra energy this turn. Oh right, I didn't spend 2 energy summoning an Alpha Fiend. Makes a lot of sense actually. Do we want to summon a Train Steward? Honestly, worth more just to kill you. We got our hidden passage. Well, we're not drawing any Alpha Fiends, let's say. So, I tell you what. Train Steward, ascend you. And are we gonna ascend our fiends to the top floor? We could. We don't have to do it now though. I guess, you know what? When you have multi-strike, it literally doesn't matter. You having multi-strike, by the way, this works, which is stupid. You having multi-strike means that there's no reason at all to even worry about the floor, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't matter where my units are located, they're gonna do the same amount of damage to you. Except, I can stealth up quite prodigiously. My Train Stewards are smacking you quite good. You're probably gonna kill my champion, and then you're dead. I can't even purge the Train Steward. I'm actually a little upset. Did I not play the holdover Ascend? I must have discarded it on the previous turn. I think March of Shields is really good so you can get bad units to the front or burnout units or Train Stewards to tank. That being holdover would be nice. Remove debuffs and buffs also is pretty good. I know we're adding cards, but we're adding good cards that counter specific things coming up in the future. Like, I guess we're not going to get stealth. That would have been the stealth fight. That was actually the sweep fight. But there's so much life steal and spikes and spell shield and damage shields. We're okay removing those in the future. I think we just want to get more relics and remove cards. Tell you what, I'm gonna make units have another upgrade slot, and we're gonna upgrade here, and we're gonna upgrade here, and that's our run. That's what we're gonna do. Extinguish abilities trigger an additional time. Do I have any extinguish abilities? The answer is no. Do I have any tomb units? The answer is no. Do I care if enemies enter dazed? Not really. I don't not care. So sure, it's gonna save some health. You know, I think we want to remove this. I think we want to remove this. Just purge those units out of our deck. Remove consume, don't care. Magic power, acceptable. -1, acceptable. We're really looking for a -2 on this, which is why I don't really want to reduce that at all. Although, March of Shields being free is also pretty good. Double stack. Too expensive. Quite expensive. For one, it is decent. Better horn break. Me, resin removal. Double stack. That's not worth 3 energy though. That's probably worth 1. I'm willing to pay 1 for armor 20. I'd love it to get holdover, but we're not going to do it. We're going to upgrade units constantly. So you know what? Let's save our cash so we can upgrade units here. And we have to save cash so we can upgrade units afterwards as well. So I think this is good enough. Hello, Fel. Now just give me my ascend quick. By the way, we're going draw after this, I think. Feel like that would be a good thing to grab. Also, this card is going to be in my hand, but you are not going to add garbage to my deck. I can't stop you from doing that next turn, but I can kill you. Yeah, we're gonna take card damage. Please give me an ascend. Give me an ascend. Well, I can kill you, and then we're not too badly off. You punching a lot helps. I'm sorry for taking all the card damage, but like I have to ascend my units to where they belong, basically. So there you go. By the way, we're gonna have more garbage added to our deck. You might think that energy is what we want. I don't think we need energy. I think what we need is draw so we can get to the ascend quicker, and then if we need to, we can cycle to the Alpha Fiends quicker. I do not care about the Hornbreaker Prince dying. You might as well just tank. I also don't really care that you have Spell Shield. I'm not going to play spells. I'm just going to ascend my units. And then the big, heavy HP one should probably be the tank. I guess we'll ascend him. I mean, actually, you know what I think? I think you should be the tank for this turn because you're gonna take all the damage. And that's my thinking with the burnout and the raising and the ascending. We can sometimes pull them to the front and then they're gonna be the tank. Just tanking the damage. So similarly, I'm like, get energy. We can finally start purging cards. We'll give you some armor. I will purge a Train Steward, ascend him up, play a Train Steward. All these units are dazed, so they're not even attacking. Hey, final wave, okay. Hi, how's it going? You didn't die, huh? Burnout too. You're gonna do the same amount of damage up there that you do down here. Let's be honest. So don't even play anything. Don't try to ascend units behind this Alpha Fiend. Maybe ascend you so you do less damage. Maybe that'll help. You get punched regardless. And yeah, you know, kind of figured you would probably be dead. Can't really play anything though. But our Alpha Fiends are doing a lot of work. Endless. Nah. This is really where you gotta think. I think we need draw more than energy. Sometimes we have two Alpha Fiends and we can't play them both. But we still have to play other cards sometimes, like... Maybe we don't. Maybe you just want energy so you can play all of your Alpha Fiends. And then you can ascend them later. Ah, let's go for it. Choose a Divine Artifact. Your champion gains double attack. Your champion gains double health. Friendly units enter with 10 armor. Our champion sucks, by the way. I don't know if you know this, but he's pretty bad, so I think just having armor is the way to go. Although if he dies and gets reformed, he's actually kind of strong, so maybe we will try to give him a bonus. We're gonna go left, we're gonna upgrade, and finally we can actually do something that we've been wanting to do for a while. Not this. But we can maybe get a quick or a multi-strike, which means that our Alpha Fiends can do more damage. I actually don't really mind one of them having Endless. if we pull it to the front and it dies, we can replay it at full health. And we'll just re-roll. We got another stack of multi-strike for one of them. Don't even buy the other upgrades, it's not worth it. I'll give you multi-strike. Maybe you can do something. Magic power. It's not what we're looking for, it's okay. Not what we're looking for. Are we really going to purge? We can dupe something at the shop. You know what, we're gonna dupe the holdover ascend probably. But we could purge a card for a little bit of shards. I think we should. I think we should probably just purge maybe a torch or a mold. Let's purge a torch. And then we'll go. We're probably gonna turn the trial on. I don't imagine anything here really being particularly detrimental. The enemies having multi-strike sucks, but it doesn't matter. We have so many demon fiends, and if they die, they get replayed anyways, that we're gonna just crush the enemies. And we got the endless one on the bottom, which I think is fantastic, because what this means is that you can wound everything, come back repeatedly, and eventually one-shot these guys as they slowly move up. And we can ascend the enemies too, and ascend them to floors where they're not gaining the benefits of multi-strike. Like, you could just be ascended and get crushed here immediately, and we can do 140 damage to you. It's probably worth more ascending the multi-striker though, but we'll start here. I will play I think, the champion on floor 2 and an alpha fiend on floor 3. I will ascend the multi-striker. Now, taking a lot of, we're gonna take an 80 damage because they're all dazed. They're all dazed. That's also beautiful. We want the gold. Did I not? It's the permafrosted one, not the holdover one. I see. Can't play my demon fiend. I can. If I kill my unit, I can play the multi-strike demon fiend, which is pretty good. You lose the gold, but you still have multi-strike. Very tough call, actually. I think I'm going to... We're not killing you is the problem. So I think to ensure that we live through the trial, we'll do it like this. Taking 70 damage, oh my god. It's okay though, if anyone dies, they'll just come back later. We just need to make sure we get the ascend pretty soon. You know what I think we should do? Pull you to the front. I can't play anything else. That's the only card I could play on that turn. And that dude is 3 HP. He really does need to be ascended. Okay, it's not gonna happen this turn, which means you're gonna have a lot of HP moving up. Just kind of wish I could play a card, like any card. You're dying? This is terrible. I have no units alive, basically. Where's my holdover hidden passage? Our Pyre's not gonna die, but Jesus, it's gonna be close. Like, I don't... Okay, hold on. Piercing. A torch and then a piercing branding right will get a kill. You come back at full health. This torch gets a kill up here, which keeps you alive so you can hit this unit for another 74. Then we won't be able to play the Alpha Fiend. We don't have any other units coming up, which makes me very scared. However, if I can kill the boss, then these units won't even hit the pyre. So I think what we actually do is this, this, you take 153 damage. I think we'll purge the torch and then hope that this Alpha Fiend can kill the boss. It's doing a mighty fine job. Not quite getting there, but I think ascending you out of the way means that we can get there. That or it's gonna be real close. So let's start here just to get energy, and then let's see what this does. You're dead. Okay, well, one unit is killing the boss. That still didn't change anything? All right, well. What we needed to have happen happened. But I'm immediately regretting not taking draw. That being said, what we are going to do is duplicate that holdover ascend, because without that we will lose. It's the most important card in the deck right now. -2? No. Just Spell Chain, which we don't really want on Engulfed in Smoke, but we can make it cost 1. I don't even want those. I don't even want Endless. But I guess if we have like an Endless Alpha Fiend, like a second Endless Alpha Fiend to be a tank is not bad. Let's take a look at the relics first. Units cost -2. That solves basically all of our problems, which is kind of funny. Apply daze 3 melee weakness to enemy. The first wave of enemies is not going to be that strong. That's not that important. We still need the ascend. But I think now we will just dupe an Alpha Fiend. Well, not dupe, but we'll Endless an Alpha Fiend. And then I will re-roll. And I will... Sure, I will make a second double large stone Endless Alpha Fiend. Because why not? It's funny at this point. And then for removal, get rid of a mold. We don't need all those. Now we do need 10 more shards. Why don't we upgrade something with intrinsic, like a March of Shields, and that seems like a bad idea. What about resin removal? Also seems kind of like a bad idea, but on turn 1, it does remove a lot of buffs. What I like about it is we can actually use it to remove the Ember Drain on the top floor. That's about it, though. All right, well, 2 Ascends in the deck should be fine. Oh, hey, look, it's an Alpha Fiend. What do you know? I guess we'll put you here. You're the multi-striker. And, are you guys attacking? You are? Seems great. This will remove your lifesteal buffs, which is pretty good. I'm just like, if I play the Horned Warrior, he's gonna take up space. So I actually firmly believe what we do is we ignore the Horned Warrior, and I'm just gonna summon an Alpha Fiend here, making sure that there's space for another Alpha Fiend at the bottom, one of the big ones. We didn't get one of the big ones, but that's fine. You know what? I am gonna play you, because you're gonna die anyways. Taking 61 damage. Look, our units take a lot of damage. That's until we get our Ascends, then we can start molding everything and putting every unit behind another unit. Once we build super floors, we're kind of set. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do right now. We're going to... Really, we didn't get any quick. That's such a shame. you know? I got an idea. It's the reason why I played the Pirate Chomper last turn. Why don't you take one hit? Let's... Oh my god. Ascend you. Ascend you. Play you. Okay, there's 3 Alpha Fiends. Yeah. Got very low energy next turn. Should be fine. Should be fine. I think we will, I think we will ascend this Alpha Fiend. Play this Alpha Fiend. Can we get our energy back? We totally can. You know what? Not enough capacity. We're gonna be Ember Drained by 1. I'd rather you not exist in that case. So I mean, our units are dying, but that doesn't matter at all, because as soon as we get the Endless ones, we pull them to the front to act as tanks. And as soon as we can ascend, or as soon as we can mold back the old ones, they'll just come back and they'll be moldable, I guess, is the thinking. A Train Steward tanking this floor would have been pretty nice as well. Maybe we can make a top floor stand eventually. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing my units. I'm just putting things down on the screen, and it's kind of working sometimes. I like that you have triple multi-strike, but you should really be down here. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of just punching the boss really hard. We also have no energy this turn, so I can't mold anything back. I don't know, do you want to start ascending things behind a triple multi-strike Alpha Fiend? Kind of the opinion of, why not? We got 2 holdover molds, so... And the Endless one's gonna die this turn, which is like exactly what we wanted. Oh look, an Alpha Fiend. You know, he's getting 1 kill at least. I'm like, I'm gonna ascend you, and I'm going to ascend you, because you're still dying. And then honestly, I'm like, just stealth up. We can't afford the other one, but, you know, oh well. Who needs money, right? Form a unit. I will take a Burnout 2 Alpha Fiend, please. I don't even know if I can fit you. Like, I can't. I can play you down here, and you're gonna do a bunch of damage, so I suppose we should. Doing I mean, you're killing the units at the very least, and then let's ascend you. Anyone have a debuff? No? Look, I don't know how to even conceptualize what we need to do to survive. I don't know if we're gonna win. We just do a lot of damage with our units. That's the only thing this deck does. We ascend units, we find the worst unit in the deck, and we pull it to the front. The Train Steward doesn't even have any, like, protection anymore. Like, damage shield wise, but he's still the best unit to have in the front. So there you go. I guess we don't need another hidden passage next turn. The only thing I would like is, like, the ability to defend. Like, to have stealth, but, I mean, every turn we're gonna do 1,000 damage. I feel like when we hit Divinity, it's gonna go even easier because we're gonna attack every turn, and if a unit dies, we can just resummon it, but I don't know. I don't know. We just need to get to the Ascends. Should we play on the top floor? Who knows? I don't. I just play the units. Didn't even get like a super alpha fiend out on turn 1. I'm extremely disappointed. But what we can do is we could play up here. The sweep's gonna suck though. Like, pretty much any unit I play is gonna just get roasted. Here's what I think. I think if we play on the top floor, our units are all gonna be dead at about the same moment when he gets even stronger and he's gonna wipe us in like 2 turns. I think we wanna play on the middle floor. And we did get a holdover hidden passage. So I'm going to try to ascend all of my units up to here. On this floor, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna let Hornbreaker Prince die so he can be a good reform target for us, I think. And he eventually, when he reforms, he can just go up here and then just do damage. That's my thinking. So it's gonna be Alpha Fiend, Hornbreaker. Removing their rage is actually weirdly bad, but we need the holdover. You know, we can hold over on you. And then we're just going to resummon him when we get him again. Now we didn't. In fact, we got like the worst draw for this, which is, well, we got 2 deadweights. It's terrible, but we can still ascend you out of the way. I see that there is one unit kind of making it up slightly. Okay, we got a horn break. We can bring back our champion. So we got cards. You moving up and going to the back is not the worst idea in the world, but I could just play a Demon Fiend and then send you behind the Demon Fiend. You're a multi-striker, I want you to live, ideally. Or I could ice you, and then we wouldn't take like virtually any damage. So I think we'll do that. Okay, you're gonna live and we're killing everything. You need to be played, well, no. I think we need to play, well, it's like if we bring back the champion, we can't play him anywhere. So don't play him back. Don't play him on this turn. Play him on another turn. There you go. So what are we gonna do? Go ahead and just play a unit up here. Go ahead and ascend you. Go ahead and play another unit down here. What does it matter? All my units are equivalent. They're all Demon Fiends. They all punch. They're gonna be brought back eventually, and they're just gonna smack even harder. Any questions? Now, you're taking a lot of damage. I would love to stealth this floor, actually. So I think we're gonna try that. Still can't place a unit anywhere. Just want to bring that up. But we stealth the floor. Now literally everything is dying. How cool is that? I guess I will, I mean, if I torch you, then I do damage to you. That seems okay. That Demon Fiend is not long for this world. Let me just tell you that. Hey though, I can finally send you up to the top. Definitely wipe you. Definitely bring back the Horned Warrior, who's now like capable of doing something, even if it's not great. Endless units can go to the front, especially the weaker Endless unit. So it would be you. I'd love the multi-striker to live if possible, of course. mean, how much damage are we doing to the boss? We're not doing that much, but our damage goes up every turn. Is it enough? Frick if I know, man. I can even kill the multi-striker if we want and start reforming him. Doesn't seem like a bad idea because we reform like every turn, so. Oh, it's a random reform though. That's not fantastic. It's getting tight for sure. You're taking 500 damage though. I kind of don't want to mess with it if you're taking 500 damage, but what else are we gonna do? Are we really gonna reform the Hornbreaker Prince? I mean, if I kill my own Alpha Fiend and try to bring back the Alpha Fiend, I only have a 1 in 3 chance of doing it. So it's probably in our best interest just to not touch it. We can reform and see if we get the Hornbreaker, who is hitting, but then dying. We could even bring out a Train Steward if we want. Okay, we're doing some damage. Probably give you some armor now. I do want the holdover ascends still, but maybe we don't need both of them. Maybe we'd be better off, you have stealth, like ascending the tank out of the way here so we can hit the backline units, or maybe even ascending the spike unit to this floor, although it will kill my Alpha Fiend. But this Alpha Fiend is probably gonna die when you move up anyways, because I can't kill you unless I get the horn break again. So, and you have innate spikes, don't you? Yeah, but you're gonna hit him. So I think we will ascend you. You lose a bunch of spikes. These two Alpha Fiends are gonna be so close to death. It's not gonna be great. But I do like this. Do we want to play the other hidden passage? I think because we have one coming up, let's not. Wow, 5 and 3 HP, huh? We need the targeted mold, which we now have. So you're making it up currently, which is pretty bad. Bring back a Train Steward. I guess you might as well bring back the Pyre Chomper, right? Pyre Chomper can take 25. And 120 damage. I don't want you to give me 3 Ember Drain next turn, but I don't think we have a choice in the matter. I think I'm going to... We're going to get an Alpha Fiend next turn as well. If we're going to get an Alpha Fiend, I need to get you out of the way. I can ascend you, but that's not good enough. I think I'm going to ascend you. Actually, did it get the kill? I thought we were getting the kill. I have no energy. There's the horn break that I really wanted. Can't really play it, but that's fine. So I'll play you. I guess I'll ascend you. Doing 300 damage on this floor. I mean, I think we're gonna get there. It's very tricky, isn't it? I think I would very much like you to get out of the way. You do 30 damage. It's actually perfect. That means that Alpha Fiend will die and it can get reformed. All Alpha Fiends take 9 on that one, which kind of sucks. There's only 1 turn remaining, which is just stupid. Like, just absolutely bonkers stupid. So do I take out some of these units, or do I do 164 damage to the boss immediately? I think it'll kill you and kill you. I think I maybe just take out 2 units. The Endless one is dying, but he can just be reformed at the bottom or the top. I mean, all Alpha Fiends are equivalent everywhere, basically. We've learned this lesson before. I mean, and the boss is half dead as well. Give me, since we have to punch through you on this floor anyways, the damage is basically equivalent. It overkills you by so much though, but like, what else are you gonna do? Remove all of their garbage. Anyone here dazed? Yeah, you're all basically dazed. I mean, what if I ascend you? I don't have to kill you next turn and you're not gonna sap me, I guess, which I like. You know, I kind of like ascending you out of the way. And then ascending one of you out of the way. Actually does quite a... You're not dead? I mean, you'll die on the top floor. We do less damage to the boss, but now there's like no units alive. Okay, and then... What do we bring back? We got an Alpha Fiend, we got a Pyre Chomper. Would have loved to have 2 Alpha Fiends there, but that's okay. I mean, this guy's gonna do a lot of damage. I don't think he's gonna kill the boss. No, but he's doing 1,000. Okay, we're gonna make it. The boss is dead. Just ascend this guy. We live. We've done it. We've completed all clan combination victories thanks to just the stupidest Alpha Fiend build I think I've ever run. But it was a lot of fun. That was stupid. Where's my, I forget the name of the relic. Where's my relic that auto-summons 4 units to the middle floor? It would be perfect with this. And where's my quick? Quick would have been amazing. I was dying for it. I was begging for it. Never showed up. Back to the menu? Excuse me? Hold on. Hold the phone. Logbook. Cards. With all clan Did we already have this one unlocked? We must have already had it unlocked. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. I guess it's for my own benefit. Like, we won with red-blue, but not specifically the red champion that we had. We won with the Imp Queen previously. But hey, that's all of the crowns, I guess. Now we just have a few cards left to master. Usually, I would say, bad units, potentially. But there's certainly a few. Like, I want things that are not divine mastered. I guess I've never won with Power of Knowledge or for the greater good, so that's definitely 2, but there's no search for undivine mastered cards, only divine mastered cards. So we're missing 1 search option here, but there's certainly a few, like the Hellhorn units that we passed up on this run. Branded Warrior, I think, is trash, and then we've never won with Consumer of Crowns, but he's just so gosh damn impossible to play and to keep him alive. Shard Channeler, never won with that unit. Wilting Sapwood, never won with that unit. Have won with Steel Singer, although I find that surprising because the unit is not amazing. Too expensive. Never won with a Glacial Seal, or I've never divined a Lodestone Totem. How is that possible? It's a great unit. I feel like what I really need is to play some runs with Snecko Eye, which is not Snecko Eye, it's something else, but I feel like I don't play a lot of Snecko Eye runs. I've never won with Morsel Master or Ember Forge. That's pretty interesting. I have won with all the melting units because we just did recently a Paraffin Enforcer run and found out a way to make him work. I also don't think, oh no, I have won with Glareminder. I've only seen this unit like twice. I have won with the Bog Deep Cocoon as well because that was a, I mean, I have to take it when I see it and try to make it work. And then let's take a look at the spells. I mean, we're here, we might as well take a look and see what we need, right? I'll rate all of the, the spells that I've yet to gold and tell you why I haven't picked them on runs. Although it looks like spells, I'm much more likely to just put into a deck because I think they're okay. Units, you got to be careful adding banner units to your deck because they might take up draw of your other banner units. Spells are less likely to do that. But I've never taken Memories of the Melted, it looks like. Gain energy for friendly unit deaths. I don't know how to take this because you don't really need that much energy when you're dealing with units costing 0 after you bring them back to life. Of course, there's other clans with X cost cards that could be decent. Memento Mori. I'm very surprised I've never taken that or won with it. I guess doing a buttload of damage to the front enemy unit doesn't sound as good as doing damage to all enemy units, especially when you can upgrade cards with, you know, magic power and piercing. Power of knowledge. Never won with that card. And then there are clanless stuff. Definitely won with Hef. You do many challenges with her, and Spike Driver is one of my favorite units. Never won with the automatic rail spikes. 9 times out of 10, rather 99 times out of 100, it's because I just like the spider tanks better. But one of these days we should take this. We have one with the sword, the shield, and the skull. Excavated Ember? I've never won with. I guess you need to take the event that gives you the bad embers that turn into the good embers, and then eventually you can guild this card specifically. Seems interesting. For the greater good, I tried. You have to admit, I tried on that card on that one run a while ago. I had 2 of them in the deck. They were holdover. It was fun. And we just barely failed on that victory. Or on the defeat, on the run, basically. Anyways, those are the cards that we have yet to complete. Here's our run. Just a bunch of big ol' alpha fiends with enough HP that even if they get hit for 80 damage, they're not gonna die. And we didn't even really need to mold them. I guess this is enough health that you don't have to mold your units back over and over again in order to defeat Relentless. So if you can have 600 HP of units doing 1,000 damage per turn, that's what you need. That's the limit. Although we did engulf them in smoke a couple of times. Anyways, for now, for those of you on YouTube, or all of you, since I'm not streaming this is live. Well, the opposite of live, it's not live. But thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support me at any of the links below in the video description. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.